Mhm. Another major economic plan that you hear some pushback from Democrats about is Trump's plan to increase tariffs. So, can you clarify what do you make of Trump's proposal on, I believe, 60 to 100% tariff on goods from China and 10 to 20% on all other imports?
Um, you, this is one I'm slightly befuddled on because the actual implementation of tariffs is much more tricky. Because the complication of you do excessive tariffs here, you end up with just the leakage coming through a different country. So I think most folks don't understand the complications coming. But let's do some math together. In the 2024 fiscal year, so it's already passed, I think all imports to the United States equaled $3.2 trillion. If you came to me and said, okay, that's everything, that's things we don't make, that's rare earths, that, everything. If you're going to tariff only part of that book and you say, how much money do you need? You start to realize the scale of the tariffs. And now you have the other side. If you do that, the United States is a major, major agricultural exporter to the rest of the world. Now, do you have all of our exports tariffed? So it actually has to be done very carefully, or you need to think through other models. Let's geek out for just a second. When another country sells us a product, almost every other industrialized country operates under what they call a value-added tax. As soon as that product's exported, they give them that exporter back the 18.5 or 19%. When it hits our shore, we may put a little tax on it, but when we send something to their country, it already has all the US taxes, and then they load their VAT tax on top of it. So the entire world has a VAT arbitrage on us. So for many of our products, one of the price efficiencies exporters have to the United States is not that they do it better, faster, cheaper, not that their labor is more efficient. It's actually a tax arbitrage. Maybe we need to go back to the research we did several years ago. Instead of just a blunt tariff, are there things we could do to take away the rest of the world arbitrage, the way the function they screw with us by using their refunded VAT to get a competitive advantage over American exporters and adjust their price as they export to us. So there's more to it. If you really want to fix the problem of the competitive advantage, you need to understand those input prices.
As you've described there, it is a very complicated topic. And do you think that President-elect Trump and his team, especially his picks when it comes to addressing these issues, are going to be able to listen to you and your
Yeah.
colleagues on these issues and be able to understand that it is more complex instead of, not addressing the complexities of the issue?
The first Trump administration had some very smart people in regards to trade, and they were tough. And I think they were also supportive that we may need a much more universal solution than just, another major economy that we believe cheats, but also deal with the fact the rest of the world uses VAT tax arbitrage on us that puts our manufacturers at a competitive disadvantage.